Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Ooh, it is, what is it? It is Saturday, my dudes and dudettes. How's everyone doing today? You can go over there. What are you? Oh, you're that. Cool. How's everyone doing today? It's Saturday night. Saturday night. Has it started snowing yet? I don't know. Has it started snowing yet? Let me go check. Because it's going to be fun because I got to end the stream and then shovel the driveway. It's snowing? Ooh, it's all foggy out. That's going to be interesting. It's like they're calling for snow, a big snowstorm, but it's been like just above freezing all day. So essentially the stream is going to end at some point. I'm probably not going to be a long stream today. We're not doing anything big tonight. And then I got to go shovel the driveway because it's been like pittering snow all day where it's just kind of like, and the problem is it's all like slush. So I have to clear out the slush before it starts to the snow. Where's the weather at? Where is weather? Let's not dox myself. So yeah, around midnight is when it gets to freezing. So essentially, like, I can't shovel now because it's still kind of, and it's all slush. So I have to wait till it's about to freeze, then go out, get rid of all the slush off the road, and then let it snow overnight, and then I could shovel snow in the morning. Because nothing's worse than shoveling ice. When you get that layer of ice that freezes on your driveway first, and then snow, you're in for a bad time. So yeah, so today's stream won't be a crazy long one. Just kind of a print and chill. We got some stuff to print. We're gonna get some stuff going on the Prusa Core 1 because we got to print some more box turtle parts. Oh yeah, that power went out last night. And get this snip, 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 snap, snip, snap. There we go. And then tomorrow's video is in the editing booth. I like to get out videos early for channel members and channel supporters. But this weekend's video, unfortunately, if you might get in an hour early tomorrow. TLDR, tomorrow's video is about the Cocoa Press, but it's not so much the Cocoa Press, more just having fun with the Cocoa Press and printing a bunch of noms. The problem is, though, I recorded all the B-roll for this video a while ago. And then I had all the chocolate stuff that I would show on the video in the fridge. I ate them. I ate them all. They're all gone. So unfortunately, I have to reprint stuff to use as props for the video. So that's what we're doing. That's what I was doing today. Because I can't go and film the video without anything to show off, except for B-roll, because I ate it all. And by me, I mean the family, because I blame the little guy. The little guy really likes chocolate. Okay, filament, change filament. So yeah. In terms of chocolate props, we don't have any chocolate props. I have some in the fridge, but they're a bit old, so I don't want to actually eat them. Bearded Printer gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciated. What else? Oh, we got some resin stuff I got to play with too. Can't let the props go bad. Well, I have some of them still, like from a while ago. The problem is, like, so the problem with the Cocoa Press, the reason I haven't done a video on the Cocoa Press, it's a printer that I use not often. It's like resin for me, only it's edible and not cancer. So the problem I have with the Cocoa Press is I'll go like months without using it, and then I'll use it a bunch. And then I won't use it again for a while. That's just kind of how it works with the Cocoa Press. Wow, I thought I put this in the middle, and that is nowhere near the middle. Oh well. What is happening? We're doing some printing. We're gonna print some the accent parts for the that guy. And if you're wondering, I'm waiting until a bunch of other people finish their box turtle builds before I start mine. Simply for the fact that there's a lot of people building box turtles. There's enough people already building box turtles. So essentially, I'm waiting until a bunch of them have finished fiddling around with box turtles, and then I'm gonna build mine. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. We might start, if all goes well, next Friday is gonna be Box Turtle Friday, because Tuesday we have the Gloop V2 we're doing firmware shenanigans with. Friday should be Box Turtle, and then Saturday night will be still random stuff. Get a second one for Nutty Treats. Well, we will be doing the upgrade on it at some point in the future to upgrade it to a V2 or a Cocoa Press 2. But for now, it's still just fully stock, which is fine. Which is fine. Oh no. Ah, shoot. I hate when filament comes off the thing. It's like, okay. There we go. Also, we might have to do a stream on fixing the Core 1, apparently. Apparently some of the beta, or not beta, some of the review units that were sent out have a misconfigured or the wrong printed part for the filament runout sensor. And I haven't encountered it, but apparently we have it. So I'm gonna have to fix it. But it's not present on any of the commercial machines. It was only like some of the early review units have it. So it's nothing you guys gotta worry about, but it's something I have to worry about. But here's the thing, if you don't run out of filament, you don't have to worry about the filament runout sensor, right? Big brain move. Put you in here. Eat your filament. There we go. Any recommendations for straightening a 1515 extrusion that looks like it got into a fight with a forklift? Are you talking the extrusion itself is all twisted? Okay, so the easiest thing to fix that with is you're gonna take out your credit card and you're gonna use that credit card to buy a new extrusion. That is, that's what you're gonna do. Because there's really no point in trying to fix it. You'll never get it. You'll never get it. It will never be straight. Unless you have a proper jig and the proper tooling with vices and a dial indicator that you can run up and down it to ensure you're squaring it. You're just eyeballing that shit, yo. Yeah, you can put it in 2 vice grips or vice grip and wrenches and kind of caveman it somewhat straight. But if you want it to actually be straight again, yeah, go buy a new one. It's that simple. Okay. Let's load up the Prusa slicer. There's been a manta on my... I don't have any runout sensors on any of my printers, except for... unless the machine comes with a runout sensor, I don't put runout sensors on them. I just don't. I keep track of the filament that I use, and if I don't think the spool has enough filament on it, I will swap the spool before I start the print. Simple as that. Let's see. Oh, great, another bot. Fucking Twitter. Twitter's got this shit. Remove this follower block. Goodbye. There we go. Okay. Do not send anything. So we got the Prusa Core 1. ASA structural. Okay, so we have here downloads. Where is it? Box Turtle STLs. Okay, so now we need to print some accent parts. So we need 4 of these. Okay. Prusament ASA. Oh, there's our speed settings. And there's those settings. Sweet, okay. Okay, so let's start at the bottom here. So we need 4 guidlers. 1, 2, 3. Boom, there. How many we got? We got 2, 3, 4. Cool. The spooler. Look at all these accent pieces. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so that set number of instances 8. Set number of instances 4. Set number of instances 4. Set number of instances 4. Wheel drive, set number of instances. How many are this? 8. Set number of instances 8. Wheels. I don't think I need the wheels. I don't think I need the wheels. LED diffuser. That's clear. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. Let's see if it all fit on one bed. Yeah, the Geiler's showing errors. Kimmin? I need wheels, not tires. Well, I have the wheels. I have the wheels. Because the kit comes with the tires, apparently. So I don't need the tires, but I do need the wheels. So there we go. So how do I fix this? Fix by Windows repair algorithm. Okay, that works. I delete the wheels. The wheels are right here. Wheels drive 8. Unless do I need the wheels? Because I don't think I need those. Because I think this kit comes with the wheels. I think this kit comes with the wheels. Take a looky-loo in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kit comes with the wheels. Steppers. That. Yeah, like rubber tires. Oh no, I do need the wheels. I do need the wheels. It comes with rubber tires. That's what it comes with. That's what it comes with. I was misrepresenting what it came with. Or misunderstanding. So I do need the wheels. Okay, how many of these do I need? 8. Set number of instances, 8. I think at this point, it's not going to fit on the bed anymore, but we'll see. Give it the old college try and see what happens. So everyone have a good Valentine's Day. You have a good Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope you had a good one. Obviously, there was no stream yesterday because wife's on afternoons this week, so we went out for lunch. So there we go. Still got to remember to put the PTFE in there. Okay, let's see. Will it all fit on the bed? It does fit on the bed. Wow. Oh, wait. No, I didn't mean to hit it again. Cancel. Spacing. That's big. No wonder why it's taking up so much room. There we go. 3mm spacing. There we go. Range. Let's bring it in a little bit tighter. You broke your tool changer. Well, why'd you break it? Don't break it. Just don't break it. And when you'll be going back to take off tool head build, this guy, it'll be as soon as I'm waiting on a power supply to come in. Simple as that. Waiting on a power supply to come in so that we can give it a full 48 volts and then we'll continue. Don't lose the box. I know, that's why I'm leaving it up there. Yeah, we're getting back to this as soon as I'm waiting on a power supply to come in. because it needs 48 volts. And as soon as we get it, we're going back to work. So simple as that. Never printed that close to the end of the bed? Why not? You paid for the bed, you might as well use the whole bed, right? There we go. Okay, everyone, let's watch the camera. Hopefully I have the right settings. Actually, what I gotta check is make sure this camera isn't overheating. Because we had that issue last stream where this camera, for whatever reason, decided to overheat. Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. I don't know why it was doing that last stream. That was annoying. The fact that the camera just decided to start freaking out. Okay, so let's just make sure I have the print settings right, because it's what, 444.2 and 20% gyroid infill. Gyroid, Geroid, Gerald. The Gerald filament. Send to connect. Core 1. Set ready and print. There we go. Just slap two 24-volt power supplies in series. No. Also, shut up. Behold, new overhead camera. Ooh. Although I'm probably gonna play with the settings because it's like settings, main functions. No. Recording setup. That ain't it. Where is that stupid auto fluid intelligent? On-screen markers off. HDMI settings on. Demo mode off. Turn demo mode off. There we go. There we go. New overhead camera. So this is an actual, nope. Why aren't you working? Okay, now we get one camera working and then the other camera doesn't want to work. Deactivate, activate. What's going on here? Deactivate, activate. Hello. There we go. We're back to a camera. Although this is not the one that died. This is Grant sent me one of his extras that he had. So it's the same camera that we had before, just not green. And the reason I like that is for overhead, these cameras, they don't lose focus when you zoom. So also they have much better zoom. So you could zoom right in on prints with a camcorder. Look at that print quality. Look at that print. Look at that print. It's a print. It's a 3D print in 3 dimensions. Zoom out. Auto. Cinema mode. You want cinema? We'll do cinema. Cinema mode. There we go. That's much better. It has VFAs. Oh my God, the print has VFAs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Which is actually funny because this is the only time I've seen these VFAs is this one filament on this printer so far. I haven't seen VFAs in any other print except for this one filament off that printer. Because let's zoom in. You can see a hair. Do you see VFAs? Can you see? You can't see the VFAs. You can't see the VFAs at all. It is not liking focusing on that. Zoom out. Maybe because the lighting is crap. I don't know. Can I see him on this? See, I don't see him on this. I don't know. I think it's just this ABS just likes to... Some filaments show off things more than others. It is what it is. Are you ready? The print's perfectly functional. It's a... Who cares? This goes with this guy, though. I do actually think I have the belts over tightened on the Prusa. Let me back them off a little bit. Great cam. I mean, they don't even make these anymore. That's the downside. They don't make camcorders anymore. Like, good luck trying to find a camcorder nowadays. They just don't make them anymore. It's super annoying because everyone uses their phone, but there's plenty of advantages to using a camcorder for this kind of stuff. It's just they don't make them anymore. Okay, live chat. There we go. So that is heating up there. It's going to take a minute because it's cold in the garage. Go Canada, go beat those Americans. I don't want to be fighting Bradleys. If I got to go dig out my dad's hunting rifle and take on Bradleys as they stream up the 401, I'm not going to be having a good day. Mechanical cameras found at pawn shops. Yeah, that's, well, it's not mechanical. It's a Canon Vixia R800 or HF40. They're all the same. They're all the same. Oh, hockey. Oh, hockey. Yes. The good old hockey game. The good old hockey game. Built the ERCFA. Is it better? I built the ERCFA. Okay. So are you ready for my grand position on tool changers, or correction, multi-filament setups? At the top of the board is tool changers. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. A tool changer is the best multicolor, multi-filament setup there is. Functionally, it is the best option. You cannot, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you argue. I don't care what company you shill for. A multi-nozzle tool changing setup will always be better than a single nozzle setup. Functionality-wise. You'll be able to do more and you'll get better results with less waste faster. The only thing it doesn't compete on is price and complexity. But we're not arguing on that. We're just arguing which system is best. For some people, money doesn't matter. So, or different budgets don't matter. So I don't look at budget when it comes to that. I'm not selling anything. So I don't care how much it costs. So there's that. Now, after that, when you have single nozzle setups, you have two different styles of multi-material feeders, okay? Yeah, I know there's more than two, but there's two big ones. You have the MMU setup, where you have basically just like a system that, because remember, all you're doing is automating pause, unload, load, resume. That's all you're doing. You could do all of everything a single nozzle multi-material system could do. You could do it without the multi-material system. You just need to sit there and pause and manually change the filament yourself, okay? So all you're doing is automating something that a human could do, okay? Obviously, you don't want to be sitting there and doing 1,000 filament changes while you print, you know, whatever random ding dong of the month is the meme print, but it is what it is. So there are two advantages. You have buffer. I like to call the systems, because there's no real proper name for it, because here in 3D printing land, we just make up terms for stuff. You know, they don't make sense half the time. I like calling buffered and unbuffered. That's kind of what I'm referring to these systems as internally. Buffered and unbuffered. Buffered, AMS, box turtle, because they have a built-in buffer where it basically rewinds the filament. So you got a built-in buffering mechanism as part of the unit itself. And then you have unbuffered, where you have the Prusa MMU3, you have the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder, technically like the Chameleon. Those systems, you still kind of need a buffer, but they're not part of the system itself. It's an add-on, it's a tertiary thing, it's a separate thing. But there's pros and cons to both. a buffered system is probably going to be a little bit more reliable, but you run into a big problem with buffered systems. Okay, so this is the problem with a buffered system. Let me get this here. I'm scooching stuff around. There we go. So behold, my AMS, and I forgot to bring downstairs. So here's the problem with a buffered system. Okay, let me just take these out. Because the advantage of these systems is pretty good, is the fact that you don't need to worry about filament tangling, that you don't have to worry about filament jumping off the spools as much. These are nice systems. They have a perfectly functional thing to them. The only problem with these systems, 1 minute here. This will work perfectly. Oh, wait. They don't work. They don't work with different size spools. They just don't. They work with 1 kilogram spools, and only the 1 kilogram spools that they deemed compatible enough. Fuck you if you use Prusament on your AMS. They designed it so it doesn't fit. Like, that's the problem with those systems, is they are extremely picky about the filament that you use. You pretty much, it has to be a 1 kilogram spool. Not all manufacturers 1 kilogram spools will fit. Not all will work properly. And if you use cardboard, well, then you got to print off a bunch of those stupid little rings to put on them. And then, you know, if you're like me and you don't do a lot of multicolor and you're constantly swapping colors, well, you got to swap all the different rings and whatnot. It gets annoying really quick. That's why I like the unbuffered systems. I think the Prusa MMU3 is better than the AMS. Functionally, for my use case, the Prusa MMU3 is better than the AMS system. It uses less waste because it doesn't cut the filament and you don't have to purge out that slug of leftover filament. But 2, 5 is a bigger number than 4. And as we've established, bigger number, better person. So 5 is better than 4. And 2, it doesn't care what spool you use. I have my setup. I have a rep rack or rep box set up above my Prusa, and I could just throw whatever spools in there. I could throw 2 kilogram spools. I use a bunch of those little itty bitty spools that they come with, you know, little sample spools. It don't matter. It don't matter. So I personally think an unbuffered setup is better. Now, the box turtle has the advantage of being open source, which means you can build this however you want. If you want to build this so that it takes 8 3 kilogram spools, send it, have fun. Now, granted, the kit that we're building is a generic kit, so it's designed to work with 4 spools of 1 kilogram filament or whatever. But you can see on here, okay, you can see that they have it set up so that you can put the idler and like all the way up, so you can even feed it with the smaller spools. And you can build it wider if you want. You can build like a 20 unit one if you really wanted to, right? So this kind of at least gets around some of the downsides of having a buffered system, versus something like the AMS from Bamboo, where you're stuck with the way they sell it unless you want to modify it. And I've modified mine. The reason that one hit the ground is because that one's actually broken. I have another one that has the Hydro mod in it and it actually works better. This one's kind of bunking. So yeah, actually, was this the broken one? I don't even know. Oh, it wasn't. Eh, whatever. Who cares? It's not like I'm using it. So yeah. Have you seen the Pico MMU? It's been a ton of film. Okay, I have not. Let's take a look. Pico MMU. Oh, that's so cute. Look at these, so cute. So I'm assuming, so what do we got in here? We got 2 motors. Oh, there's a little thing. Oh, it's cute. So what, it's 3 colors. Oh, well. So it's a servo, a motor. That's a cool little system. Is it just one motor? It's just one motor. Oh. So it's kind of like a very, very, very streamlined Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder, it looks like. That's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Not gonna lie. All things you can create with it, but don't know anything about modeling yet. Kind of expensive toy. What do you think about it? Yeah, there you go. Welcome to 3D printing. Outrageous. What is it saying? Want to get a Prusa Core 1 to ride a 3D printer? I'll be honest, Prusa Core 1, you really can't go wrong with the Prusa Core 1. Skip. I don't feel like waiting for that to get up to 45 Celsius. Prusa printers may not always be the best bang for your buck, depending on what you're looking to get out of it, but they have 2 big things going for them, okay? 3 things, in my opinion. 1, support. I don't think Prusa's going out of business anytime soon. Every time they come out with a new printer, it sells better than the last one, so they're doing something right. So if you buy a Prusa printer, you're going to be getting support on it for years. Unlike a lot of other companies where they drop support after 6 months, you're going to get support for a long time. 2, they're designed for user maintenance. You can fix these things on your own using a lot of just generic off-the-shelf parts a lot of the time. So even if you don't use it a lot, 5 years from now, you'll still be able to fix a blown bearing relatively easily. And I can't remember what the third one. Oh, resale value. Especially on the newer ones. If you buy a Prusa and you realize 3D printing isn't for you, they hold their value very well. And you can resell it and get a good chunk of your money back. That's kind of one of the good things they have going for them, is if it's not for you and you want to just wash your hands of it, throw it on Facebook Marketplace, knock a few $100 off MSRP, and it'll sell. So that's one of the good things. Those are like the 3 big things. Now here's the thing though. The biggest problem is going to be price, because we have to acknowledge the elephant in the room. They are not as price competitive compared to some other printers at certain levels. If you're on a budget and you're looking to get into 3D printing, and you're okay with a company with shitty business practices, you're looking at like a Bamboo A1 for what, $200, $250, whatever it is now. That will dance around pretty much anything else in its price category. So there's that. Once you go up a bit more, you start having like the FlashForge Adventurers are another good competitive entry-level printer. You also have stuff like the Creality K2. I've heard hit and miss with it. Some people seem to really like it, but it suffers the problem of Creality and it being a Creality, which means hardware-wise, they're usually not too bad lately, but they kind of drop the ball when it comes to software support. So your money may vary. You fixed your tool changer. Woo! The V3KE. See, that's the other thing. You tell me V3KE, they need to like really come up with new names for their shit. Like they need to drop the Ender. It's kind of like how Intel dropped Pentium. They're like, now we're Core and now we're I. Like they need to like cut and start anew with their naming schemes. Because at this point, if you're telling me it's an Ender, I'm just going to assume it's a clapped out Ender 3 V2. So. Got one of you put the DIY enclosure. Yeah, I've heard good things about the FlashForge. I have the Adventure 5M Pro, I think it is. It's the one that comes with the enclosure. I think the one without the enclosure is the better value. Because most people don't need to print ABS or ASA. Most people, the majority of people print PLA and PETG. If you do want to print it with the enclosure, it's called a garbage bag. So. My friend bought a K2 Plus and X1E at work and he was really surprised by the K2 Plus country. He said it was better experience unboxing and setting up the K2. That's cool. Here's the thing with Bamboo. Are you ready? I'm gonna say it, Bamboo's falling behind. They haven't come out with anything new in 2 years. Their only big game changer was the X1 and the P1 in my opinion. Those machines, they came out, they were very good value and they did a lot, but they're 2-year-old machines. The A1 series is just a really good, cheap bed flinger. There's nothing special about them. They're just able to sell a really cheap, good bed flinger. There's nothing special about it. So the fact that they still haven't announced their new flagship printer, and we're coming, you know, March is coming up. And they're like, we're going to announce it in Q1 2025. It's like, I'm not saying I'm a little worried of what's going on with Bamboo, but it just seems like nothing. And then ever since all the drama last month with the whole Maker, or not Maker World stuff, all the drama with their whatchamacallit, I'm like, are they doing okay? I'm assuming they're doing okay. They're selling a lot of printers, but I'm like, but are they doing okay? When is they I don't know. The machine was supposed to come out last year, and then they said Q1 this year, and we're almost in March. So how's this coming? Oh, we're heat soaking. Okay, so that's doing that. What do you guys want to work on now? What do you guys want to work on? Beatrix Tech has gone quite about VVD. Down Under Maker, I'm just going to put this out there. What is there to come out about? They're working on getting their dev unit into a manufacturing ready state. That takes time. They got the functional prototype, and now they just need to take it and make it mass producible. That part involves a lot of stuff behind the scenes that they can't really share. They said it'll come out mid this year. We'll see. Hey, what time is it? This time next month, I'll be in Shanghai. I'll ask them directly. I mean, they're flying me out there anyway, so I'm going to see their factory. So you'll get an update in a month when I'm there. Did I come up with the name for the AI assistant? No, because we can't get it working yet. We're still trying to figure it out. If you watch the stream on Thursday, we're trying to build an AI assistant for the stream, a physical AI assistant. And I got somebody in my community who knows a bit more about this stuff than me is helping, but we're like we're getting an error where, put it this way, I can talk to it now and it talks back to me, but it talks back to me as like not good. Well, I want it to have a more human voice instead of I am a computer voice. How do you size a printed helmet? Declan Dolan, it depends on the helmet. A lot of the time what you can do is you could just slice the model and just print like a band. So for example, this guy. So this is a Mando helmet, okay? Your good old generic ISO 105 standard Mandalorian helmet. So for this, fits on my head, okay? Something, this is the way. So anyways, as you can see, it's pretty much a vertical in there. So what you could do is you could take the model, slice it just to like there, just print like a 1/2 inch ring, essentially. Print that and try it on your head. If it fits, you're good. If it doesn't fit, adjust. Simple as that. You can also use software where you can like measure your head, and you know there's Hero Forge, I think it is. I can't remember exactly. But there are ways of doing it where you have a model of yourself and you can compare. But I find usually just printing a test piece and checking that is good enough usually. Put a head or face on it like a... No, Drew, what I want to do is, you know those cameras? Ah, shoot, here, let me... 3-lens camera. So the plan is to do it something like Gertie, where... Oop, tab crashed. How does a tab crash? Where it is a standalone box that is the AI, and it just has like a little feedback on it. But for a head, I don't want to give it a head. I don't want to anthropomorphize it too much. But I'm thinking something like this for the head would be kind of cool. Because I want 3 things in it. It's going to have a mic. So the mic to pick up the voice is going to be in the head. So we're going to have a mic. We're going to have a tracking camera because I want to use just a Raspberry Pi or a NVIDIA Jetson with a tracker camera. So it'll track faces or it'll track the closest object. So it'll track around. And then the third camera will be attached to its own LLM so that it can see. Because you can like hold something like, what do you see? And it'll be like, oh, I see, you know, a person standing holding a helmet. So that's kind of the goal, is I want I want it to look kind of like this, like these old cameras. And it would be on a very simple tilt pan zoom setup on top. And then I want to have like, I seen somebody, they have like a clear screen, and it was for Raspberry Pis. So they have like a clear screen. I want one of those with like a waveform on it. So when it speaks, the waveform does the or whatever, or like a loading bar when it's thinking or something. Because I want it to be, it's just a fun little project. I would like this to be something that I can bring to events and have set up on a table that like kids can interact with. So that's kind of the goal, is have it just there to talk. But I want it to be a physical AI. It's going to be completely offline, completely running a local model, essentially can run with nothing but power. It doesn't need anything but power. I don't want it to be on the internet. I don't want it's going to be entirely local. And it's not going to talk through like a VTuber avatar. It's going to be like, I will point a webcam on it and put a mic on it type. That's kind of the idea, is to make it like an analog AI, essentially. Kind of like if you've seen like Aliens, like, you know, the mother, the computer in Aliens, or Gertie, or any of those like 80s and 90s like sci-fi films where like the AI is like HAL, but not evil. That's kind of the idea. But the problem is we got to get it working first. And we're having troubles trying to get it working with the voice recognition and then the voice output right now. It's freaking CUDA on Linux. I could install Windows and do this all in Windows and it would be a lot easier, but I don't want to do Windows. I want to do Linux because I want everything that I do to be completely open source with this project so that anyone can replicate it without having to pay for licenses of software. But no, Linux has got to be Linux. So, Knight Rider without the car. Well, here's the thing. It can pull from the API. You can pull chat from the API. Like, for example, this chat right here is being pulled by Stream Elements through the Google API. So you can pull API. So I could have it on like on my home network talking to YouTube. Like, I'll have it on the internet for that. What I might do is have like, I kind of want to make it so that each part of it is its own thing. So like the eyes are a NVIDIA Jetson or a Raspberry Pi, and it talks to the brain over like SSH or something. Like, so that way like each thing is its own thing. But having it watch chat and react to chat would be cool, but that would be something that it doesn't need to do. Like, that would be something like I can just unplug the cable and then it doesn't do that. So yeah. PF Dennis gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Actually, let's do this right now before I forget. We're gonna put this on because it's a Saturday night stream. We're not really doing anything big tonight because I'm gonna have to shovel the driveway in a bit. We got a big snowstorm. I'm gonna install this guy. What are these? M3.8s. For Andor on the 4-door, a ball with lenses that track movement. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I kind of want that old school style of like the old type of AI where it's a box with like some sort of feedback, but nothing crazy. Like I'm closer to 40 than 30. So for me, nostalgia is that period of AI. Like, kind of like Edie for Mass Effect 2. And not Fembot Edie for Mass Effect 3. So. How many people are here? I don't know. According to YouTube, we got 266 viewers right now. Everyone say hi. Everyone say hi. Just a good old hi. Driveway shoveling, I know. Well, the plan is to have a beer or two before, so. The problem is I can't, oh, by the way, so tomorrow's video, because I got to finish recording the B-roll, so I'm sorry it won't be up early for channel members. Well, it'll be like a couple hours early for channel members. But like the video is playing around with the cocoa press, and I'm putting stuff in the chocolate, because when you print with infill leaves a bunch of empty space inside a print, right? So if you're printing with chocolate, why not take that dead space and fill it with like caramel or nougat or hot cocoa powder, right? So that's what tomorrow's video is. How am I gonna word this? I'm not gonna give instructions on how to do it or say how to do it outright, but I can confirm, and this is probably how I'm gonna word it for the adults in the room who are interested in certain extracts from plants. Yes, it does work, and it works quite well. So I think I'm just gonna say that in the video instead of like, today I'm gonna show you how to make pot brownies with your cocoa press. Because while I'm an adult, and I like to think we're all adults here, and you know, you do what you prefer, as long as it's legal. And me being in Canada, it's legal. I just know if I hint at it, I know if I come out outright and say it, I'm gonna get somebody in the comments freaking out. Like, why are you promoting this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Some people drink, some people smoke. Yeah. I'm a firm believer everyone needs a vice. Everyone should have a vice, right? You just gotta, don't go overboard with it. Don't go overboard with it. But if you don't have a vice, you're boring. You need to have something. Everyone needs a character flaw. Everyone needs something, right? Otherwise, you're boring. Everyone needs a flaw. Okay, actually, let's do some soldering. Let's extend these wires. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do some wiring. Do some wiring. That's what we're doing today. We are going to extend some wires. Do a little bit of soldering. I have a few vices. I mean, I've got the, I got this guy. It's a Mastercraft. A lot of 3D printer streamers have red eyes. I don't partake of the, I do not partake of that stuff while I'm live. I won't do it while I'm live. It's one of those, I'm a night owl, everyone's in bed, I'll have a gummy kind of thing. That's about as adventurous as I get. Fill cocoa press prints with chocolate ganache. I mean, you could go crazy. I'm trying to make Reese's actually. The one thing I got to do after the stream is I've got a bunch of peanut butter mixed up with like peanut butter chunks. Like I took some peanut butter or peanuts, some roasted peanuts, and I put them in a food processor and I ground them down. So they're not quite peanut butter, but they're like very small, like ground up pellets. So I took that and I mixed it with some peanut butter itself, and it's in a bag. So I got to squeegee that into some DIY Reese's Pieces. So that's what I'm printing after the stream ends, because that's the one thing I wanted to get done for the video. But the problem is I have to have all these ready to eat on the A roll. So that's my problem. I have all the B roll of all this, but then I ate everything. Because I filmed it all a while ago. I filmed it all before Christmas. And actually I have some A roll that's like a year old. So. Don't do a Nick I don't know who that is, so. Reese's butter powder. I know it's a dry mix. I know Reese's are a dry mix, but I don't have that. So I'm gonna try and make kind of a close enough analog to the Reese's filling. I mean, I could put beans in it, like the meme. I could put Haribos in them. Could do Haribos. That would be cool. Yeah, I have no idea who Nick Reclita is. Medical maple. I could do maple. I could do maple syrup. I don't know how maple syrup and chocolate will go together, I'll be honest. Maple syrup and chocolate doesn't seem like a good match, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't think maple syrup and chocolate would be a good match. Okay, actually, that might be too long. There we go. Maple and chocolate is amazing. Is it? Too rich? Oh, maple butter. Yeah, maple butter. Yeah, maple butter, you're right. Maple butter would work better. I don't have that. I've got Score, like Score toffee, like, you know, a Score bar. It's got that toffee in it. I've got some of that. I've got Score. I've got peanut. I got caramel. Caramel was easy. I got some Ghirardelli caramel. So that, coconut. Coconut works really good. Make a homemade Bounty bar. Ground beef. I don't think ground beef will go well. I'll be honest, ground beef, even if you put a nice brown on it, probably wouldn't go well with chocolate. Let's be honest about that. Chili chocolate. And then I made some cocoa bombs too. Hot cocoa bombs too, so. Before, but I can't thank you enough for the old orange pie swap video you did. He's a great new clipper. Installs on my orange pie CM4 for the MP. Works nice. Nice! Bacon goes with anything. You know what though? I blame Epic Mealtime. Bacon does not go with everything. Bacon is fried pork. It doesn't go with everything. I'm gonna come out and say it. Bacon is good. Don't get me wrong. I love me some bacon. But you just can't put bacon on everything. It doesn't work. It only really works with sweet stuff, and that's because pork goes good with sweet stuff. Like, it's not the catch-all that some people think it is. Try to bacon vape. See, I don't vape, so. And also that seems like it would not be good. Bacon vape, really? Any, a meat vape of any type would be like, ah. Real ordinary mealtime. Well, Epic Mealtime was like an old YouTube series. Like, pre everything being monetized to hell on YouTube like it is now. Back in my day, people just made YouTube videos for the fun of it. Where is my, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Where did I put my Omni Fixo? There it is. Bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips. Yep, bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips. You know, we used to have culture on the internet. Back in my day. Okay. Now I need some of these. One, a two. Uh-oh. Am I all out of I'm running low. Gotta get more shrink wrap. Or heat shrink. Heat shrink wrap. Bacon soda. Ugh. Ugh. That does not sound good at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bacon soda does not sound good at all. Go. Word on the interwebs is you're going to be at Creator Clash. No. I don't have a couple things. One, I don't have enough YouTube cred to even be considered for that kind of thing. Two, I have never done a boxing lesson in my life, so they told me it'd be a really shitty time to find out. And three, actually, no, that's about it. I don't have enough YouTube cred to do Creator Clash or be invited for that, and I'm not in any state to do a boxing competition. I will say though, I've met iDubbbz in person at Open Sauce last year. We had like a good 15-minute chat. Nice dude, good dude. Like, I know a lot of people don't like him now because he's gone woke, because he realized the kind of content he used to do was pretty hateful and not good. And he's kind of, grown up. And a lot of people don't like that. But you know what? He's a good dude. It was nice having a chat with him. Print ABS on the first time on Mercury One Plus. Any cardboard, any tips? Presley, start with the default ABS profile and send it. Printing ABS is not hard. I'll be honest, printing ABS is not hard. Just set your bed to 100 or 110, put the box on the printer and let it heat up for 20 minutes and then start the print. Do you remember when did they announce Smurf last year? I don't know. I know they already announced Smurf this year. I don't know if I'm going yet. I got to figure out if I can get a sponsor. And also, with the current political climate between our two countries, I'll be honest, I'm not in the biggest mood to go travel to the States that much right now. I'll be honest. So, and it is a very common theme right now up here. Okay, so that's that. Okay, where'd I put my... I need a lighter. Lighter? Are you in here? No. Where'd I put the lighter? There it is. Fire. Yeah, fire. Tensions with the motherland. I mean, what is mother? Because motherland is not Russia. Russia is fatherland. Because in Russian they use male terms for a lot of stuff. Fun fact: Russian boats are male. For those that don't know, like American boats are female. You know, it's like the John F. Kennedy. Americans refer to their boats as hers and she's. In Russia, it's males. So you refer to your boat as hims and he's. So, and there it depends on the country. Some countries refer ships as male, some as female. In Russia, it's motherland. Then who uses fatherland? Is it Germany? Oh, Germany does fatherland. The boat thing is true though about Russia. Okay, so now plug a fan in. So there we go. We have fans. I gotta check which side the jumper goes in. Smurf in the UK. Oh, Smurf. Oh, Smurf. I'm thinking Rocky Mountain. Sorry. Smurf is usually announced mid-year, I want to say. I want to say mid-year. Have I used any 3D scanners lately? Ben Butler, cheers for the 5. I have not. I don't do 3D scanning simply for the fact that I actually have one. Revo Point sent me like one of their very first ones. And they're like, hey, do a video on it. And I got it. I did like their demo stuff with it where it's like, oh, scan this and like, you know, all the demo software. And I'm like, cool. And then I went to go use it myself and I could just not figure out how to get it working because I don't do modeling. So when it finished, it spit out a file that had holes in it and everything. And I didn't know how to make it a functional print. So I'm like, I don't think I can make a video on this because I don't know what to do with this. And they're like, oh, here, just watch these videos. And I'm like, I'm not watching 18 hours of tutorials about how to use, you know, I'm not going to learn how to use Blender just for a video. So, yeah. In Russia, it's always motherland. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's Russia that, but the boats are male. I do know that part. Also, fun fact for those that don't know, Voron is Russian for raven. If you don't know what Voron comes from, Voron is Russian for raven. So if you want to know the origins of the name Voron, that's literally it. It is Russian for raven. Okay, so that's done. Put that over here for now. Obviously, that name was chosen before current events of the last couple years. How's this coming along? Ooh, look at that. The Prusa is printing Prusenly. Cool. When Crow? Oh. Accessor. Yeah, he is Russian. Well, as Russian as you could be when you moved out of the USSR when after the fall of the Iron Curtain and has lived in California for the majority of his life. Like, if we want to get into the fact that, like, you guys want to go down the whole brain drain that Russia has suffered about for the past, like, 30 years since the fall of the Iron Curtain and how they are basically screwed no matter what they do as a country. Pretty much everyone who could have got out of Russia has gotten out of Russia. The only people that are still in Russia are those that couldn't get out, or they are in a position of power where they benefit from staying. But basically, like, everyone who's educated left. They've constantly had issues with the fact that their population is declining because they never had a post-World War II baby boom. Because it's kind of hard to have a baby boom when all the soldiers coming back from war don't exist because they all died in the war. And so they didn't have the baby boom. They didn't have the echo boom. Yeah, it's spiraling. And now they're on a war economy. You cannot just pivot off of a war economy. So next couple of years is gonna be fun. Is he still? I mean, I think so. If you met him in person, you would have no idea he's Russian. That's like, I'm from Nova Scotia. And you don't hear me speaking with my Nova Scotian accent too much now, do you? Yeah, Russian cat food. It's funny, that was his Counter-Strike handle. It's funny because they don't sell cat food in Russia. It doesn't exist. All the rich Russians moved to... Yeah. Did I? Okay, good. Wait. Oh no, we're good. For a second, I thought I had a brim enabled. Let me double check this. Okay, we're good. Any Newfie speak? Not really. Not really, fortunately. Nobody would understand me. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? That's printing. What can we work on? What can we... Oh, I could glue this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Work on this for a bit. Finish up my thighs. Finish up my thunder thighs. Work on that for a bit. Ultra Bond. Drinking screen tonight. I don't want to... right now, I'm deliciousing the... I can speak English occasionally, you know that? I'm I smacked my desk and all my windows closed. Okay. I'm drinking some delicious gamer subs right now. That's what we're drinking tonight. If you would like to buy some for yourself, use code Canuck, save 10% off your order. They have waifu cups for Valentine's Day. Go buy some. Anyways. Jeez. Okay, so you go there. Okay, so yeah, so you will go right about there. So let's see. So I got to figure out exactly how to, what position these go. Get some blue tape. There we go. What actually is gamer subs? You know, G Fuel. That more people are familiar with G Fuel from back in the day, but it doesn't have lead in it, so it's got that going for it, which is nice. It's an energy drink powder. It's an energy drink powder. Simple as that. So it has what plants crave in it. But it's an energy drink powder. So you mix it with water and you drink it. So I like it because I used to drink an absolute ton of pop, and it's helped me cut my pop drinking by quite a bit. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Oh wow, that one's garbage. Do I have any more? Oh wait, am I out of my brushes? Am I all out of my brushes? I'm all out of my brushes. My brushes! No. How many more brushes? Oh, you're uncured resin in the garbage. I need to bring up some more from downstairs, I think. My brushes! My brushes! Well, Q-tip it is. Yeah, it's pop. Delicious, delicious. I drink some pop, and for breakfast I have some delicious milk with vitamin R. Which is soda. Soda is a streamer on Twitch. Go. What glue ended up working? Ultra Bond automotive grade general purpose adhesive. Go. Okay, and now this one, you go on that. There we go. Okay. I know. How is it printing nowadays? It's not. I kept running into issues with the tool head board and a bunch of other gremlins in it just kept causing it to not work good. So I said, screw it. We gutted the tool head and we're using this as a chance to try out the cool, the tube and some other stuff from Luke's lab. So yeah. What do I have against Milwaukee? I don't have anything against Milwaukee. I like my Milwaukees. What tool head board? The Jupiter board. We're going with the Jupiter tool head board. USB or can? I believe it's can. Whatever the stock setup for it is, I believe it's can though. Where's E7000? You know what? I tried E6000 on this. It didn't work. I actually tried E6000 on this first and it didn't work. This is neoprene and it just did not want to bite. On the bright side, since this is power armor, it being all dinged up and whatnot actually helps. Just 2 USBs. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you can use a hub. This has a hub in it and it works. The hub works. If you're going to use a hub though, word of advice, use a powered hub. You get a little bit, it works a little bit better. It is chilly out here right now. I'm cold. This is a DeWalt house. I used to be into DeWalt, but the DeWalts I had were like the lead batteries, like the pre-lithium ion batteries that everyone uses now. So what happened is all my DeWalt stuff, the batteries all died. And the wife for Christmas got me a whole Milwaukee set one year. So well, we're Milwaukee boys now. Have I tried Soriatec Sculpt? I have not. I have not. I've used some Soriatec filament or filament and actually resin, and it's good stuff. I haven't used Sculpt. So. Okay, let's see. Is there anything, because tonight's going to be just a banter night until I go shovel the driveway. Any cool topics you guys want me to cover or anything you want me to look at or go over or anything while we're here today? When am I doing a video on the toolhead board? I don't know if I'll be doing a video because like we're installing it on a stream. That's the thing. We're doing it on a stream, and then I don't even know where I put the board. Anyways, I gotta find where I put it. Oh, it's up there. We're gonna be putting the board in on a stream. How do you do a video on it? If it prints, it prints. That's a yes or no thing. And then, okay, here's the specs on it. I don't know. I hate doing reviews. I don't like doing reviews. I find them, I don't know. I don't like doing reviews on stuff. It's not fun. How do I like the Core 1? It's, did you watch my video? The Core 1, it's a Prusa Mark IV, but betterer. There you go. Same. I'm waiting on a power supply because apparently the Jupiter works much better at 48 volts than 24 volts. It's designed with 48 volts in mind. And the tube that I have for this is also 48 volts. So I said, why not? Let's go all 48 volts. So we're going 48 volts. So fortunately, that means we got to wait for a power supply to come in. And then once it comes in, we'll carry on. So when did you last use your Delta printer? I don't know, last year at some point. I don't know. The S1 has been sitting there like, I got to get rid of it. Put it that way. It's got to go bye-bye. Takes up too much room and I don't use it. The motors. For now, I don't know if I'll make the motors 48 volt. I don't think I will. I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to bump the motors up to 48 volts. If I'm going 48 volts, I might. We'll see. For now, I'm leaving it stock. Here's the thing, it's all-wheel drive. I don't really think I need 48 volts on the motors, but we'll see. We'll see. Ever make a return? It will at some point. I know. I know. We'll get to it at some point. What do I think about the FormBot R1 kit? Anything you change before building? Well, I've never built the FormBot kit. It's probably fine. My word of advice, anytime building a Voron, build it stock first. And then if you think you have a deficiency, then look into mods. I'm very hesitant to say go right into mods right away, especially on something like a V0. Let's see what's going on over here. If I had to get rid of all my printers and only kept one, it would be one of my Voron V2s. If it's, well, okay, technically, I'm keeping this guy. I mean, if it's like only keep one printer, should I keep the DIY Vorons, the Prusa Core 1, or the $10,000 USD clear pass servo driven 1 kilogram tool head of awesomeness Pantheon HS3? Which printer am I gonna keep, guys? Which printer? Honestly, I probably would keep one of my V2s just because of like nostalgia reasons. But after that, I'm keeping this. Cross 2010 gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. I will say this glue actually dries really quick too. That's good. You can print replacement parts for my Voron though. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't need replacement parts because it's all metal. Big Papa Joey. No, Big Papa Joey P's in parts ripped apart in the basement. It's a Trident that I've like gutted it for electronics because it was all FISEC and it kept giving me issues. And then one of the belts broke in half. Literally, the belt broke in half mid-print. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is a block. Ooh. Ooh. I am eepy. Even in death, I still serve. Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer. Ender 3 NG, I have heard about it. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I have heard of it. I am eepy. The Tico? Well, we can't. The Tico is a nightlight at this point. Or actually, shoot, I gotta fix that. I forgot. The power went out the other night, and when it does that, my light bulb. Nope. Get back up. Find your sweet spot. Nope. Come on. There we go. There we go. Got my light. My spinning rainbow light. There we go. I think it was Big Tree. I think that one's Big Tree Tech. I think one of their random Christmas doodads they gave me with my LDO Motors top creator, Canuck creator badge. You know what's funny? The Tico still works. Like, that's the best part of the Tico, is the Tico still works. Like it still prints. The problem is I don't want to use it because it still works. And the problem is if it jams, I'm done. Like, it will never print again. So that's kind of the problem with the Tico, is if it jams, it's kind of like done. So it does print, and it actually prints surprisingly well. You'd be surprised. I did a video on it. It's just, I don't want to risk it anymore. Because we got it, and then we played with it, and it prints. I did a video on it. I reviewed it. But it's like, I really don't want to keep using it because I don't want to risk it. But it does make a nice light. So it pulses when it's in standby mode. Because the funny thing is, like, if I pull out my phone, I could see it because it's looking for a hotspot. So, like, watch. Yeah, so it shows up. So I can connect to it and, like, tell it to home and everything, but I don't want to. What has been my game of choice recently? I'm kind of between games right now. On Twitch, we're doing Armored Core 6. So we're doing Armored Core 6 on Twitch. I kind of want to do Cyberpunk next. Because I haven't actually beaten Cyberpunk. I just haven't. I started playing it when it first came out. I bought it. I put like a good 20 hours into it. I think I started a playthrough. I played for like 10 hours, and then I'm like, I don't like the way this character is going. I started a new character. Played like another 10 or 15 hours, and then I never finished it. I don't even think I got that far in the main campaign. So maybe I'll buy the DLC and we'll do that next. How far did you get in the main story? Far enough that I got Johnny. And I started doing a couple missions with him, and that was about it. Not far. Not far. So maybe the next game we'll play on the, after we finish Armored Core 6, we'll do Cyberpunk. DLC. I've heard good things about it, so maybe that's what we'll do next. Maybe on Monday we'll do an Armored Core 6 stream. We'll probably have to finish it this week. Armored Core 6, we probably got 2 more streams in it, because we've already beaten it. We've already beaten it twice, but now we're going for the final ending. Because you have to beat the game 3 times to get all the endings. So we're trying to do that, and then we'll carry on. It just sucks. Last stream, the power flickered midway through and reset everything. Hello from France. Bonjour, es-tu bien? C'est bon? What time are we at? We're at 9:30. Ooh. Actually, that's... Oh, shoot. No, I brought it downstairs. Dang it. Let's print something. Filament. Unload filament. I want to print something. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where is it? Nope. Is this it? Nope. It's not any of these. It's gotta be one of these. Nope. Aha. That's what I wanted to do. Buddy 3D Silk Gold. Somebody find me something that we can print quickly in gold. Somebody link me something that'll be fun to print in gold. Silk gold. Ooh. Oh, that is shiny. That is shiny. Welcome back, Polyalchemy Elixir. There we go. And you are PLA. Let's see. Let's try to do one of these. Meditating Homer. Well, link it in the Discord. Link it in the Discord. So we have, this is a Prusa Mark IV. Is Buddy Filament in here? Do they have Buddy Filament in here? No, they don't. It's a silk. So let's just go with generic silk PLA. And we'll go with 0.2 structural. Okay. Let's see. Goldfish, gold bar, poop. Let's do poop. Let's do poop. Let's do poop. Let's be very mature adult and print a giant poop emoji. Okay, we're not printing it that big. That is too big. Why is it? No, we want 100%. There we go. There we go. Why is this not flat? Why do I need support? Whatever. There we go. That's a bad model of the poop emoji. Emoji. Let's find a not poop model of the poop emoji. Most popular. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to print with support. No support. Delete. There we go. Flat bottom. There we go. Okay, we got gold. No, oh, we got to purge more. Purge more. I have so much gunk built up on this nozzle. I gotta clean the nozzle. 1 second. This nozzle has so much gunk built up on it that I was printing a bunch of PETG on it. Now purge more. tempted to just acetone wash this nozzle right now. Got so much gunk built up on it. Doesn't help it had a cloud of death. Purge one. There we go. Now it's gold. Now it's gold. There we go. Yes. Okay. Return. There we go. Send to connect. OG Joe. Set ready and confirm. There we go. Fortunately, this is going to take an hour and 50 minutes, so it won't finish in time for the stream to end. Oh well. It is what it is. We're doing science by printing poop and seeing how good that filament is. I don't know. I don't know. What's a good hot end that goes above 350 for PPS CF? I'll be honest, the only hot end that I've used that actually goes above those temperatures that I've used regularly enough to give a thumbs up to is the E3D Revo High Temp. Now, I haven't done a lot of high temp printing with it, but that is the only nozzle that I use that I can confirm gets to those temperatures and works well with them. Another thing, this guy will do it, but this is a custom hot end for the Pantheon, but it's derived from the Mosquito. So a Mosquito-based hot end would probably be fine too for those temps. Basically, you want something that's all metal, like all metal, and has a rigid mounting system. Also, tube. Oh. I blue screened a Prusa. I blue screened a Prusa. Crash detection. No. Print. Turd emoji. Print. That's weird. How? I don't know. I've only ever seen it do that twice, and the first one was a hardware issue. So. I didn't know that was possible either. Now we know. And remember, kids, knowing is half the battle. Oh, it's going now. Yeah, it's just really weird that it did that. I was like, okay. That's weird. What is that? That's a USB TTL. My feet are cold. I'm cold. It's cold. You know what'll help me warm up? You know what'll help me warm up? To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Smoke them if you got them. It's going good. What else do we got in here? I got a bunch of stuff. I gotta go through. I've been downstairs, in the print room downstairs, and I was almost gonna stream from down there today, but it's like I'm making room and I'm clearing stuff up, and like I found so much stuff that I'm like, That's where that's been. Oh, that's where that's been. Oh, wow, that's great. What do we got? What is all this stuff? Adapter. Grease. This is, by the way, this is all 3D printed. This is from the Pantheon. This is the like emergency toolkit for the Pantheon. Like, so you know how Prusa gives you a printer with printed parts? This, they send you the parts to fix your printer in a printed case. And if all goes well, should be back there actually soon, hopefully. Go for another visit. What do we got up there? What's this? Oh, a duet. Can you use a panel do? Where did I even put that other panel do? I gotta find where I put that panel do. Print it on your printer? No, that came with the printer. Three kilowatts worth of, nah, it doesn't work that well. Should do a room cleaning organizing stream. We've done it before. Like I gotta clean my desk because, like, I'll be honest, you want to, there's the desk. So this is what I see. Whoa, look at all this stuff. Remember when this was clean a week ago? The problem is I just pile it. I'm like, okay, well, here's my scissors. I need my scissors. Here they are. Oh, I need my tweezers. Here they are. It's all stuff I use. It's just here. Remember, it just needs to look good on camera. As long as it looks good on camera, we're good. How's the poop emoji coming? Poop-tastic. I mean, like, who doesn't need a bread knife? Right? You might need a bread knife one day. You need a bread knife. I got Haribos. I got some paint. And then we got all kinds of stuff inside. Like, you know, you never know. Some days you might just need, you never know. You might just need an 1.25 inch coarse thread tap, right? You never know. You never know. Or, you know, some end mills. You need some end mills. You need end mills. Machine taps. Machine taps. You know, if you want to get stoned, we got a stone for stoning stuff. All kinds of fun stuff in here. The guy who fixes Teslas with a butter knife. I've built tools for Tesla. I will never buy a Tesla. That's all I'm gonna say. As somebody who has actually manufactured components for Tesla and see how they work internally, I will never buy a Tesla. Simple as that. It is just too not worth it. And yes, I'm finding Haribos and eating them. And what you're gonna do about it? See, like, what would I do without my shoe lift? What would I do without my shoe lift right now? Chat froze. Oh no! Oh no! There we go. Be shorter. I mean, I wear them in the boots. They're only when I'm wearing the power armor boots. How is the hockey game going? Oh, shoot. I mean, they're just playing it right on Twitter. no, Canada, eh? Woo! Fuck. Fuck! Yeah, I guess. Better not watch it. As soon as I turn on America Score, it's like, shit! Okay, great, I'm bad luck. I can't watch it now. Oh, that was a highlight? Okay. I don't feel as bad then. There's a company that tears down cars and does reports and manufacture bill of quality. Tesla has been the worst. They are. I'll be honest, like, internally working with Tesla, and if, you know, do it. Where did I put it? Where did I put the stupid card? Here. So this way I can show I'm not talking out of my ass. Behold. I've built tooling for Tesla and SpaceX. There's my proof. This is a plaque that we put on the molds. Anyways, there are a bunch of tech bros. The only good people that I encountered that worked at Tesla were people that Tesla poached from other existing auto manufacturers. And the problem is none of them stuck around long enough because they all got like, they're coming from like factory jobs and whatnot, where they expect things to work a certain way. And then get forced to work with freaking full of themselves dude bro tech bros that just like, oh, what do you mean you want to see your kids? Oh, what do you mean work-life balance? No, shut up and work 50 hours a week or 80 hours a week. Like, oh, 50 hours a week. What are you, part-time? Yeah, no. So they all left. And then, so it was basically the only people running the show were just dude bro tech bros. And it was, they don't know how to run a manufacturing. Like, they don't know how to run automotive manufacturing well. They just kept, like, a lot of the problems they had to overcome were problems that they made themselves by trying to do things differently. Because it's like, oh, we're going to do things so efficiently, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but, you know, for as inefficient as it is, the auto industry has been doing it that way for 100 years because that's kind of the best way to do it. And sure enough, they find that out, like, eventually. But they have to figure it out on their own and just accepting that, no, this is done this way because this is done that way. But nope, they got to be like, nope, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to do it different. And then 6 months later, okay, yeah, I guess we are going to do it that way. It's like, oh, you probably should have did it from the beginning. So, people at space, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm sorry, if you need your employees to sacrifice their work-life balance, that's, you need to manage better and hire more people. Like, I worked in a mold shop that was full of people that like, oh, you only work 40 hours a week. What are you, part-timer? It's like, yes, I'm going to go home to my wife and kid and enjoy my weekend and not end up a crotchety old bitter divorce bastard like you. Yes, I know you make more money than me, but you don't take home more than me because you have like an ex-wife you have to support, and your kid's hockey team that you got to support, and your new boat you have to pay for, and your brand new F-150 that you got to pay for. So yes, you make more than me, but my money, you know, I can do fun stuff with my money. Yours goes immediately into paying off stuff because you're in debt up to your eyeballs. So yeah, I'm quite happy working 40 hours a week. Money is time. Yeah. Remember, as funny as it is, YOLO. You only live once. Your kid won't remember how much overtime you put in. Your kid won't remember that. You only live once, and what's the point of enjoying life when you can't enjoy it? Find the balance where you make enough to have some fun during your life, but you're not like not having a life until you retire. It's not worth it. Well, they have, okay, so Joel, to be fair, a lot of the reason SpaceX has a lot of that stuff at down at the Boca Chica is because there are no living facilities at Boca Chica. It's like it's a pretty long drive from like the nearest big like city to Boca Chica. So my understanding is they have that a lot there for people that are only working for a couple weeks or whatnot. So like they'll bring in a bunch of welders or people from like other areas in SpaceX, and they'll live there. So they do need trailers there because they have a lot of temporary people living there. So that part does make sense. That they would have like temporary living locations there and whatnot. That makes sense. Is that why you won't buy a Tesla? No, because the build quality shit. The build quality on them is shit. Plus, current events. And not wanting to support that guy. That too. Company set up shop in the middle of nowhere to save money on the real. Joel, they kind of had to for Boca Chica because the thing is that you can only launch. It's because it was like there's only a couple places that you can launch orbital class rockets from mainland US. Boca Chica only works because literally if they go any further south, they're in Mexico. So you want to be as south as possible. Boca Chica is as far south as you can go without hitting Mexico. So like literally, like if you look at the site, they are right next to the Mexican border. And it allows them to launch in a flight path that basically in between southern Florida and Cuba. Because you have to launch out over water just in case, you know, boom. So that was like their only option. Yeah, they could have set up at the Cape, but the problem with setting up at the Cape is the Cape is actually very busy in terms of like launches, especially with all the Starship or Starlink launches they do. So getting the range cleared for testing for a lot of the stuff that SpaceX is doing just would not be feasible. So it kind of makes sense why they went with Boca Chica. Simple as that. They took some other groups' land too. I know there's lawsuits ongoing. Like I'm not trying to justify it at all. I think Elon Musk is a douche canoe, but I do like SpaceX as a company. I think rockets are cool. So yeah, it's kind of like, I really hate after a launch when it's like, oh, I wonder some updates on that. Well, put on my fireproof suit and wade into freaking Elon's Twitter feed. BYD. I'm actually looking forward. I'm hoping when I'm in China, I get a chance to check out the BYDs. That's something I want to see. Because something our government, like, it's nothing official. It's like rumors. One of the rumors is because of the tariffs that the U.S. government wants to slap on us for no reason. Our government might just say screw it and get rid of all Chinese EV tariffs. So BYD can you can buy a BYD here for like 30 grand. That's better than a Tesla. And I'm like, okay, I might do that. I like canoes. They've come a long way. Here's the thing. I really don't care where something is made. Like there's this whole like, you know, China copies and everything. It's like, okay, cool. Everyone copies. How do I word this? Okay, for example, the Chinese space industry, they're building reusable rockets now. Okay, they're going all in, and everyone's like, oh, they're copying Tesla. It's like, or copying SpaceX. It's like, no shit. Tesla or SpaceX figured something else that works. Why would you try to reinvent the wheel? It's like, why? Okay, cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. You got the Hyundai EVs, the Ioniq. There's quite a few people around me that have the Ioniq 5 and 6. Those look really nice. Those look really nice. Scout looks cool, although the only thing I'm worried about Scout is Volkswagen. Your money may vary. It's sick, yeah. And then, oh, there's also the, what's the Nissan? What's that Nissan one that looks like it's straight out of sight? Oh, dude, the Rivian R3. Rivian R3. So my problem is, I just bought a Subaru like 2 years ago. I got a Subaru Crosstrek. So I probably won't be buying a new car for a while. Yeah, look at this thing. Where's the R3? Okay, that's the R1. Where's the R3? No, show me the R3. View gallery. I mean, look at this thing. This looks like an old, like, Volkswagen hot hatch. The problem is with this though, it's a fun little car that weighs as much as a tank. That's the only problem with EVs, is they are just, no matter how big you build them, they are just heavy as shit. They are just heavy as shit because of all the batteries, unfortunately. The F-150 Lightning. I live near Windsor, Ontario. So there's a lot of automotive in my area. So we see a lot of the demo cars and whatnot because of Detroit Automotive too. So we see stuff before it's on the road and like the camo wrapping and shit. There's quite a few people around here that have F-150 Lightnings too. They're common on the road here, but I don't really see them when I go north. The Rivian, oh dude, the Rivian truck is a truck. Cybertruck is a dumpster on wheels, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Charger Daytona. What is a Charger Daytona? Charger Daytona. Oh, is that the electric charger? Ew, ew. I'm sorry. Ew. 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 That looks ugly. Ew. You want to know the problem? Muscle car. American-made two-door with a powerful engine. It go. Electric car don't go. You can build. Okay, they could have made a really cool electric sports car, but they didn't, and that's the part that annoys me. They just took the charger. They loaded the CAD file. And they just chamfered all the corners and they put an EV engine in. That's not cool. They could have made something really cool because they could have thrown it back to like the 60s and 70s, like made it all cyberpunky and shit. But no, you just took the freaking charger CAD and you just selected all the edges and you put a big honking chamfer on it. You added fillets everywhere. Not cool. Not cool. I'm not saying performance. I know EVs outperform regular cars. I know that. It's the aesthetics. The aesthetics of it is literally like, I'm sorry, they haven't updated the Challenger or the Charger in how many years? This thing just, this is like a 90s car. This is an early 2000s body. There's nothing exciting about this. Because for an EV to work, it has to be super streamlined, which means it's got to be soft. This does not, this is a, I'm sorry, this is a hairdresser's car. This is a hairdresser's car. And this is coming from a guy who likes Miatas. But like, this does not scream muscle car at all. This is just a big, heavy two-door with all soft and rounded. This doesn't scream muscle car at all. The world's quickest and most. It's not a muscle car though. It's not a muscle car. Yeah, they still have the bump on the hood for the intake. You know, there is no intake. They could, like, here, what is it? Where's Nissan Concept R? Oh shoot, what is it? What is it? What is that Nissan one? Is it Nissan? Is it Nissan? Their site here. No block. Oh, Hyundai. Sorry, that's what it is. Hyundai, yeah, Vision 74. Okay, you want to make, this is how you design an electric sports car. This. Well, use that. This is an electric sports car. I'm sorry. This looks multitudes better than that Charger. I mean, like, dude, look at this. Like, one second here. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay. What would you rather have? This or that? This or that? This or that? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this looks bad, but there's nothing about this that stands out at all. There is absolutely nothing about this that actually stands out. This is a V6 Charger with all the edges rounded off. You're a corporate chill. I mean, that's probably why I see so many Jeeps around here, because there's a lot of people around here that work for a Jeep. So they get the discounts. But I mean, like, oh, look at that. And they got like the LEDs that are meant to look like dot matrixy. And then the hubs. Oh, it's so nice. And here's the thing. This doesn't need to be a hypercar. You can do these aesthetics in a less expensive vehicle. It's just, this looks soft. It doesn't look like a muscle car at all. Really? The Vision 74? Yeah. It's the Vision 74 because it's a throwback to like the 70s. It's retro. Yeah. Dude, we have a Hyundai dealership near me. Hyundai's been killing it. Not gonna lie, like Hyundai, like I was this close to buying one. If the Ioniqs were a bit cheaper, I would have gone with one. The problem is, for the cross difference between a Subaru Crosstrek and a Hyundai Ioniq, the price difference can buy a lot of gas. So, but yeah, Hyundai's been killing it lately. Like I can't even name any North American. Like, my previous car was a Ford. Every vehicle I owned up to my Subaru was a Ford. I don't think I'll be buying a Ford anytime soon. There's only one car from Ford that I'm interested in, and they won't sell it because they won't make enough of them, which is the Maverick. Santa Cruz. Yeah, I'm wishing there was more plug-in electric hybrids. I'm wishing PHEVs were more common. Hyundai is a company in a country that's going to stay. Are you talking like the birth rate? Every country has birth rate crisis right now. Welcome to an educated population that doesn't need to have 50 kids to work the fields, and your kids don't die by 12 because of polio. Well, actually, sorry. Outside of the US, your kids won't be dying from polio. Every country, as education and productivity go up, the birth rate goes down. It's a known thing. Humans are more productive than ever before. We don't need to have massive populations. I don't know why. Oh wait, it's because the rich don't want to be taxed and they need to have a massive population of uneducated workers to work for peanuts and pay the taxes to fund their not ability to pay taxes by being rich. Ah, that's right, that's right. You just do a vaccine status. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with the, isn't there like a bird flu outbreak? I know there's a bird flu outbreak among birds in the US right now, but don't you also have like a freaking tuberculosis outbreak going on down there right now too? Like, tuberculosis? Really? I got TB, sister. I got TB, sister. In Kansas? It startled me. You think you'll want to go back to work in a regular job? At some point. I'll be honest, I never planned to be a full-time YouTuber. This was kind of, it just kind of worked out this way because of a lot of reasons. We went through some stuff where it was nice to have a parent home all the time. Put it that way. So it just kind of worked that, like, because I worked a factory job. I worked at a tool shop. My wife works a shift job in manufacturing as well. So, because I don't want to, you guys don't need to know personal details, but it was nice that one of us had something that we could pivot to where somebody was home all the time. That is kind of coming to an end where that's needed. And I am kind of, like, put it this way, I do look for jobs now. I am looking for a job. Will I step back from doing YouTube? No. Am I like planning to quit tomorrow? No. But it's like, this was ever meant to be a full-time thing. It just kind of worked out. And it's like, I'm going to ride this until it doesn't make sense anymore. But there is a certain stability that comes from having a normal job. I'll be honest. There is a certain stability that comes from a regular paycheck versus YouTube, where it's like month to month it changes. So if that happens, it'll just go back to what it was before I went full-time YouTube, where it's stream 1 or 2 nights a week and the odd video. So it wasn't a childcare thing. Childcare here is $10 a day. It wasn't a childcare thing. Well, at least now it's $10 a day. It wasn't back then, but it wasn't a childcare thing. It was just, it was nice to have a parent home all the time, kind of thing. The Prada Iron Lung Kickstarter. Here's the thing. Okay. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to hate on the guy. But the whole SpaceX is subsidized. SpaceX actually does make the money that they make from the US government for a good reason. Yes, SpaceX is subsidized by the US government by quite a bit, but they are actually delivering a product cheaper than anyone else. You cannot launch shit into orbit cheaper than with SpaceX, beyond a certain size. I think Electron in the small launch is a little bit more cost effective for a single launch. But for like, when the US DoD needs to put a payload in orbit, SpaceX could do it cheaper than anyone else. So it's not their fault that the competition sucks. It's not their fault Tory Bruno and ULA can't build a cheap rocket. So yes, they do make a lot of money from the US government, but they do deliver a product at a good value. My concern is Starlink should be nationalized. I'm a big hesitant on Starlink, and the fact that, don't get me wrong, it is great that you can get high-speed internet anywhere in the world. I don't think it's great that old Muskie can control that and at the flip of the switch deny service to areas or sniff what's going through his satellites. That's what I don't like. So I'm a firm believer at some point Starlink will be nationalized. Oh, Boeing's gone to shit. Boeing has gone to shit. And when they merged with, what's in Grumman? Who was it? Who did Boeing merge with? But essentially when they merged with whoever they merged with, basically all the shitty people that ran the previous company into the ground somehow got control of Boeing, which was really good because the engineers ran Boeing. And then they fired all the engineers and started outsourcing everything. McDonnell Douglas, that's who it was. They basically like spun off divisions of their company to be independent companies that they can then buy parts from. But then those independent companies cost cut everything down. So it's like they basically screwed themselves. They did capitalism, which is the problem with capitalism. At a certain point, you can't make any more money doing what you do. So you either have to expand into other markets. That's how we got Tim Hortons selling burgers up here in Canada, which is stupid. Or you cut costs and wages so you can make more money that way. But eventually it doesn't work anymore and your product goes to shit. And then we get Boeing. Starlink has me seriously worried about. Greg, the good thing about Starlink, it can't technically do Kessler syndrome. For those that don't know what Kessler syndrome is, go watch Planetes. Very good anime. But TLDR, stuff in space go boom. That makes a bunch of little things that hit other things in space that go boom. And before you know it, basically low Earth orbit is just clogged with debris. And we can't put anything in space reliably without it getting blown up and then causing more issues. The good thing with Starlink is all their satellites are on a very low orbit. So if basically they go boom, everything deorbits within 5 years. So the satellites will deorbit on their own because they are so low and they're not high up. So if they lose their thrusters or bad stuff happens, they will deorbit relatively quickly, like within 5 years. That's why they have to keep launching up new ones too. They're disposable essentially. So Starlink isn't really a Kessler syndrome issue. Well, it wouldn't be no space access, because here's the thing, you would still be able to get to space. It's just certain orbital planes would be congested. So if something were to happen and all the Starlink terminals were to blow up in space, essentially those orbital planes would be gone, but you could still punch out above it. Like the space station's above all that. Like they're all above that. So you'd just punch through it, because it's like the asteroid belt. You can go through the asteroid belt just fine. You don't have to dodge asteroids. They're so spaced out. Don't forget, space is huge. A Starlink terminal is like the size of a Starlink satellite's like the size of my house. So think how big your house is. Now imagine 3,000 of your houses. You're like, wow, that's a lot. Now 3,000 of your houses spread along the planet. That ain't a lot. And remember, they're not on the surface. They're up a couple hundred kilometers, so the sphere is even bigger. So yes, there's a lot up there, but you're talking like hundreds to thousands of kilometers of distance between them. So. Yep, Cowboy Bebop as well. Although Cowboy Bebop, it was the moon blew up, right? I thought well, are we talking with or without the panels deployed? Starlink satellite size. How big are they? They're a bit big. I mean, this is like 30 of them in a stack, but the solar panel unfurls, so. Several hundred of those. Well, there are already several hundred of them, and you do know they're all tracked. It's all tracked. So everyone knows, we know where they're all out, where they're at. And then NORAD and whatever, they track other shit too. Like we know where pretty much everything of substantial size in space is. It's not hard to avoid. It's like when you see people that are like, oh, we can't go to the moon because, you know, we went to the moon with this very old technology, and now your phone is so much more powerful than the computers they use to get NASA to the moon. How did they do it? It's because it's not hard to go to the moon. It's simple math. It's all it's the delta V equation. You're in orbit around this thing. You want to get an orbit around here. You do the math. You figure out how long you need to burn the engine at what thrust for how long to make your orbit go bigger and then intersect. And it's math. It's basic math. You can do it by hand. You don't need a computer to do intercept courses. Hell, I eyeballed that shit in Kerbal Space Program before we even had the mods that allow you to do that. It's not hard to do space. It's building the things that don't go boom to do space, and doing it reliably is the problem. The actual math of space is actually very simple. It's not hard at all to do the math. Like, go watch Apollo 13. They were doing freaking slide rule shit just to make sure, like, planning burns using slide rule. You don't need a powerful calculator to go to the moon. Each Starlink measures. Okay, but Steve, that's not with the solar panel deployed though, because the solar panel makes it much bigger. What's the spinning triangle thing? That is a light bulb. It's a rainbow light bulb that I got from Big Tree Tech. It's spinning. It's my sensor to tell if the power ever goes out, because when the power goes out, it falls down. Yeah, getting to space is easy. Getting to orbit is harder. Getting back from orbit is harder, even still. Getting back from moon from escape velocity is hard. I think Blue Origin. Well, they kind of have to. I think they have, like, they're planning to land a lander on the moon this year. They're planning to land like the Blue Moon demo unit on the moon this year. So I think they have to get going pretty soon. I am cold. It's 18 Celsius out here right now. See, I would open my garage door, but I can't, because if I open my garage door, I let all the heat. That's why it's cold out here. Earlier today, I accidentally opened the garage door and I let all the heat out. I was like, no. Big Tree Tech Pi or Raspberry Pi? Go with the Raspberry. As much as I like the Big Tree Tech hardware, they're not Pis, tend to have issues just because of software related support. My feet are cold. My feet are cold. How are these coming along? Poop emoji's come along good. That is a very nice gold, I will say. That is a very nice gold. Although it won't finish in time for the stream, unfortunately. Because we're only at 32%, and the stream is done in 45 minutes. Although I might end it early, because I gotta go shovel the driveway if it starts snowing. Each Starlink has 20 to 30 meters of solar panel. Yep. X gantry right side printed part for my Seaboard. Well, print another part. That's why the very first thing you should do whenever you have whenever the only printer you have is a DIY printer, the very first thing you should do is reprint all the parts. Reprint all the parts and put them in a box and forget about them until the day you need them. And now, if you have another printer, you can print the parts then when you need them. But back when I only had like one 3D printer that could print ABS, back when in my early days of War On, first thing you do, you get the printer up, you do some calibration prints, and then you break it in by literally printing the printer. And then take those parts, put them in a box, and put them in a closet and forget about them until you need them. And they're a company trying to do a 3D printed rocket. Yes, Terran, I believe it was doing a 3D printed rocket. They launched once, and then they said, yeah, we're not doing this anymore because it's dumb. There are advantages to 3D printing certain components of rockets, namely engine components because of geometries and whatnot. You can do some funky stuff with 3D printed metals, especially with like rocket engines. The problem is they were trying to print like the tanks. Like they were trying to print the whole rocket, and that's stupid. Because like the tanks don't make sense, because the problem with it's weld. Their 3D printing was literally a Kuka arm with a MiG gun strapped to it. So Terran is the name of the rocket. Yeah, I can't remember what the company was called, but it was Terran was the rocket. Why are my tabs crashing? What is going on here? How's the hockey game going? Ah, 2-1, shit. Relativity, that's who it was, Relativity. Okay, we might be ending the stream a little early tonight because I am cold and it is 10:16. So I think we're gonna end it at 10:30 today because I am actually pretty chilly out here. Would you say that's a very detailed part of print that I use on my shelf as a decoration? I mean, go on printables, search by most popular and find something you like. I don't know what you like, so I don't know, print an Eiffel Tower. That's always a good torture test. What's the temp of the garage? Right now it's 18 Celsius. The problem is it was much colder earlier. So up here it's about 18, but like closer to the floor, like where's my, one second. I know it's in here somewhere. Where are you? Laser. So that explains it. So according to my thermometer thingy, it is 18 Celsius about this high up. According to the one by the wall over here, that's leaning up against my wall, it's 15 Celsius over there. And according to the temperature thingy, it is 10 degrees on the concrete. So that's why my feet are cold. And because my feet are cold, my whole body's getting cold. So. Is it snowing yet? I haven't looked. Let me go take a looky-loo. Let me go take a look. How's it looking outside? It's still not snowing, but the fog is gone. So. Because after the stream ends, I gotta go shovel my driveway. Snowing? Well, where are you at, Dennis? I was actually this close to streaming from the basement, but I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna be printing some stuff on the Prusa, so I want to be out here. Rhode Island. Oh yeah, you're west of me by quite a bit. Anti-fatigue. I do have a mat, but it's a very thin mat. I need to get one of those anti-fatigue mats. -17. Oof. Oof. Heated floor mat. Do they make heated floor mats? Do they make heated floor mats? I'm gonna look this up now. Heated floor mat. They do. The problem is, I know I would drop something on the ground that's metal and puncture it and short it. I know I would do that. I know I would do that. I would puncture it and short it, or I would forget it on and just spend like a week heating my floor. I know they make in-floor stuff, but I'm not gonna put that in my garage. Where you got a couple bill plates, I mean. Okay, let's see here. I do have one right here. Okay. So what we'll do, I figure what I'll do, this is main. So I can just plug this right into mains, right? So I'll just get a wire. I'll just cut the wire, plug it into mains. Don't need to ground it because it's on the ground already, right? Like, ground is ground. So if this is on the ground, you don't need a ground because the ground is the ground and it's on the ground. So I'll just cut the wires. I'll just take a C14 cable, I'll cut the wires. We'll just twist them with some Velcro or some electrical tape. And I'll just put this on the ground. Don't need to ground it because it's on the ground. And there we go. That'll work. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Will the safety be fused with that much weight? Well, I'm going to put it face down. Ooh, it is cold. How cold is it on the other side of the garage? So the garage door is 14. Yeah, that side of the garage is like 14. Don't sacrifice. Dude, when I had COVID the first time and I had to quarantine in the basement, I totally used my 3D printer bed to heat up food. I was totally heating up like Hot Pockets and Chef Boyardee and Pop-Tarts on my 3D printer bed. Well, I'll bypass the fuse. I'll just bypass the fuse. We don't need the fuse. Why do I have so many Oh, these are all extruder nozzles. Ooh, yeah, we're ending the stream at 10:30 tonight because I'm cold. Anything I can share about the Chen trip? I will be going to TCT Asia for a day or two, and then going down to visit Big Tree Tech, and then spending a day or two in Shenzhen, doing that kind of stuff. So, I got my passport is approved. I got my visa to go. Only downside is I do got to fly out of Detroit. So hopefully everything stays somewhat stable between now and then. Although I'm actually still waiting on an email from the venue for approval for a media pass translator app. I can speak Chinese. Ni hao, shu shu. Bing chilling. I know ice cream. I know hello. I'm good. I'm good. That's all you need to know. Ni hao, shu shu. I think that's Chinese. I think that's Mandarin, right? Jet lag app. What's a jet lag app? I know it is 13 hours ahead. So that'll be fun. Or 13 hours behind. No, ahead. I think. Or behind. I don't know. It's on the other side of the world. See, I'm not going to say that stuff because I don't know if that's ahead. Okay, so 13 hours ahead. Okay. See, on the bright side, you don't need to worry about time zones in China because all of China is on one time zone. So. I've tried those things, Chris. My go-to is just try and sleep on the plane and deal with it. I'm pretty good. I can usually shift my internal clock within a day pretty quickly. But I'll be honest, the only time I've ever had to deal with the time change is like 5 hours, which is going to England. So 5 hours, 13 hours. It's a bit of a jump. So it's basically a complete 180. So it'll be interesting. And then on the bright side, I think Shenzhen is tropical, so I don't need to worry about a winter coat. And I think Shanghai isn't that cold in March, so. There, I was going to California. Yeah, like I've been to California. That's only 3 or 4 hours, so that's not too bad. Going backwards. Well, I figure so if I take off at noon, I land at. It's a 16-hour flight, and it's nonstop. So if I take off at noon, I land at like 6 p.m. So as long as I sleep on the plane a bit, I should be okay. Any of the part markets? That's the plan. That's the plan, is to try. That's the plan, is to try. Question, a quieter 30mm 5-volt fan on the box turtle as it is 100% on and no way to control it by a clipper? Maybe? I don't know. I haven't built a box turtle yet, so I don't know. I mean, what you could always do is find an Octua. I think Prusa makes an Octua. That's 5 volts. Oh, no, 30mm, you might need an adapter. But yeah, I'm hoping I can visit the parts market. I don't know what the rule is, because here's my problem. I'm flying out of Detroit. So anything I bring back, I got to bring everything. I got to go through customs twice. So like going there, I got to cross the US border, and then I got to go into China. Okay, cool, whatever. I don't have anything with me other than clothes and like a camera. But on the way back, it's like anything I'm bringing back, it's got to be good to go into the US. But I got to go through American customs, and then I got to go through Canadian customs. So, because here's the funny thing, I looked into it. What if I fly out of like Toronto? I would either have to drive up to Toronto or fly up to Toronto. And then guess what? It's a flight from Toronto to Detroit, then to Shanghai. American customs sucks. I know, it was funny because like coming back from England, I had to go through customs, and he's like grilling me on everything. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be in your country for like 45 minutes till I can get out of here. Just like let me through. They're like, oh, do you bring anything? I'm like, a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt and some filament and like some other stuff. Oh, what's the value of that? I'm like, I don't know, like 50 bucks. Oh, do you have receipts? I'm like, I don't. They just gave it to me. I don't have receipts. Stamps it. Off I go. Well, I normally don't buy a lot. I'll be honest, I travel light. Like, I travel light. Ooh, actually, here, let me go grab my new toy. I'll show you what I got. One second, I gotta grab something. Oh my God, it's so much warmer in the house. I don't think he's asleep. I saw his butt wiggle. Okay. Haha. So, new travel backpack from lttstore.com. So this was my Christmas gift to myself. Can't zoom out anymore. Yeah, this is the commuter backpack actually. So this was my Christmas gift to myself. Because if you've seen me at any event, I have my green backpack, which I actually like. It's a nice backpack. It's a Maxpedition Falcon 2, but it's not really a good backpack for what I use it for. It's a range backpack. It's a gun bag. So it's good because it's a heavy duty backpack and I've had it for like 15 years. It's a great backpack. The problem is it's not good for like electronics. It doesn't really have like a laptop pouch or anything. Like you just kind of shove everything in it and it just kind of all bounces around inside of it. So I wanted an actual like tech backpack for covering events and whatnot. So this is the, they make a bigger one. They have the LTT backpack, but I found it was too big. I've seen it in person a bunch of times and I'm like, that's too big of a backpack. Because all it needs to carry is like a gimbal, my camera, a laptop, and like a water bottle. So they came out with a smaller backpack and I was like, sweet. So let's see here. So you got the pouches on the side, which are huge, and they expand. And then these also have little zippers. So you can put like little documents in there and hide them. And then you also have like a little zip on the side here in the back. And I think this is like RFID, so you can put like your passport and your wallet and whatnot in here. It's like RFID blocking. Pouch on the other side too. Same thing, it's got a little zipper there too. And then, where is the zipper themselves? You got the laptop section. So laptop goes in here. You got a bunch of little things, zippers, stretchy stuff. So this is like the back for like laptops and whatnot. And then the main pouch is this big open area. And you got more stuff in there. And it's all bright orange, whatnot. And then you got a little pouch here for like little stuff that you need to get at quickly. So. Yeah. Burner phone? Yeah, I'm taking my wife's old phone. My wife has like a Samsung S20 FE or whatever, an old phone. I'm just gonna borrow that. And then, yeah, so it's also lighter. That's the other thing. The other backpack weighs like double this empty. So this is the LTT store commuter backpack. So I've never actually put it on yet. I haven't actually put it on. Like, it's got nothing in it, but look at it. And it's got the little clippies. It doesn't have a waist strap, but that's fine. I don't need that. There you go. It's all stealth. Build quality is fine. Build quality. Like, I'm not a big backpack guy. Like, put it this way, since high school, I have bought one backpack. But it's got like rivets on the things. Like, it seems fine. I paid 120 for it. I got it on the sale. For 120, I think it's good, I guess. Like, I don't know how to... The only thing that I don't like about it is this. I wish they had webbing on this. This is a big open area with nothing. I wish they had put webbing on it for like pens or pins or something. Like, I wish there was something on this. Because this just... It's a big open area with nothing. I wish there was like pins on it. Because on like my backpack, I have Velcro, so I can put like my name tag on it or Canada flag on it and whatnot. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to like customize this so it's mine. Like, I gotta put like a Canadian flag on it and whatnot. I'm flying with Americans. I don't want to be known as an American. So the good old trip of traveling international. Don't be American. So I do need to figure out how to customize it a bit. Molly straps are illegal on backpacks in most Asian countries. What? How? Why? Why would Molly be illegal? It's Molly. It's just nylon webbing. That just seems really weird. Okay, well, I guess that's a good thing I'm not traveling with that one. Also, the fact that it holds its shape instead of going... Clothing is legal. Oh. I don't know, that was the only thing I noticed was like this big open area doesn't... I think this needs something, like even just like a pen pouch. Because, like, there's nowhere in here to put pens. Like, you got two little hooks here. Two little hooks here. There's nowhere to put pens on it. Oh, and it also does have the strap built in so you can put it on your luggage. So. So, yeah. What I might do a quick little video before I leave of my travel setup. Because I'm pretty good. I've gotten my travel setup pretty streamlined, and I'm at the point now when I go anywhere, like I pack the night before. So maybe I'll just do this is what I bring when I travel to cover events type stuff. I might do a video of that. Just a quick little, this is what I bring. I can't bring my jerry rig everything knife. I don't think that'll work. Next month. Trip is next month. But you know, then you get hassled once in the country and be forced to take clothing from the store intake. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Like here's the thing. You can say whatever you want, disagree with whatever you want. When you're in somebody's house, you follow their rules. Simple as that. You can think it's a dumb rule, a dumb law, whatever. But when you're in somebody's house, you follow their rules. Simple as that. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see that right there? Are you guys seeing that right there? I got a dead pixel. My camera has a dead pixel in it. Yep, I got a dead pixel. Dang it. So yeah, so I got to figure out how to customize this. Is here. Let me go grab my other backpack. Let me go grab my old backpack just to show and compare. Ooh. Calvin, go to body. Is it? Oh, where is? Oh, here it is. Okay. Ooh. So this is my regular backpack that I use when I cover events. So this is a Maxpedition Falcon 2, I believe. So you can see what I mean about the webbing. So one, it's nice because it packs down small, but it doesn't like offer any protection for anything. So you got the main pouch here, which is just a big open pouch. So like laptop bounces around in here. Although it is nice, it has like a little hole in the top because it's meant for a water bladder. So I run a USB cable out and usually have a battery bank in there. And then the front pouch is just nylon. There's nothing to protect anything, nothing scratch resistant or anything. And then you got two pouches in the front. So it's nice because you got your pens in there. I put all my cables and batteries and whatnot, like that all lives in here. But you can see what I mean with like webbing, right? Like I put my badges on here. I got Velcro. I can put my flag, got my old army flag. So I got to figure out how to like mount this somewhere. Like that's kind of the thing. There's no Velcro on this. There's no molly on it. Like, is this? It's just like, oh, Velcro. So then you got all the straps, and then you can bundle it all up. But yeah, this weighs, oh god, yeah, this is like 3 times heavier empty. So a Victoria pin. It's the Voron heart pin, the YouTube Creator Collective pin, the 3D Musketeer pin, and then the Rainbow Revo that I got from Cocoa Press. And then markers, dead marker. But yeah, so like this is a more utilitarian backpack. Like this is like a bug out bag backpack. I actually used to use it as my gun bag backpack when I used to do competitive shooting. But for what I need a backpack for now, I think this will be better. And get molly panels to go inside the bag. I know I could get molly to go inside the bag, and inside the bag they actually do have like stuff to like pens and whatnot. Like I got that there for like change. You got a little one down here for like other stuff. This is like for whatever. Oh, there's a magnet. Ooh, that's magnetic. I've barely actually gone through this. Like I haven't actually like gone through this at all. Oh, what's the point of this then? Oh, so you can get stuff out of the bottom. That's nice. And then you can clip your keys on. This is nice. It has a little retainer here, so you can clip your keys on, and then your keys stay in your backpack. So that's nice. But it's like I want to pin stuff to this, but then it punctures the inner. So maybe I can do it on the outside here, but then I just want to personalize it a bit. I just got to figure out how to personalize it. There's a little, yeah, there's a hidden pocket for an air tag, but I don't do Apple at all, so I don't have air tags. So yeah. But yeah, there's all kinds of hidden pocket. Like each one of these has a hidden pocket on the in here. So like this is a pocket on the side, And then you also have this pocket. So there's 2 pockets on each side. So I just got to figure out how to customize it, like how to personalize it. So it's, you know, I could see it when there's like a bunch of bags sitting on the floor and go, oh, that one's mine. So and I could do pins on the side pocket. Maybe pins on the side pocket. I need to put like a big Canadian flag here though. And then I wish I had more. I have the actual LTT store clips that for the backpack. I actually have one, but I use it on my as a keychain. Don't put on a flag. I like flags though. See, I'm Canadian. I could put a Canadian flag on stuff and people tend to not fuck with it. I've always had, like, I've had a Canadian flag I've had a little Canadian flag, like one of my old army badges, Velcro stick-on flags for years on that thing. Yeah, like I'm not gonna, yeah, don't do it to bed or hung. Yeah, no, like again, when you're in somebody's house, you follow their rules. Simple as that. Don't be going to don't visit somebody's house and start causing shit. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. You're in somebody's house, you follow their rules. I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'll figure out, like I could put the Voron pins on and whatnot. It's just, I'm a little worried if I put a bunch of holes in it. Like you could, this is the problem too, it's black. It's already getting covered in dog hair. Do you know any good investment Castman places in Canada? Not really. That was not something I ever did. That was not something I ever did. Canuck creator logo. I could do something. Maybe I'll play around with the XL and try and print the logo in TPU or something. Because it'd be kind of cool to do this logo across here. Just get it like a pin with the logo and put there. Actually, I gotta see what the wifey can do from work. What's the score at? Fight broke out. Well, that's normal. Oh, you're a bit behind. Well, I don't want to know how the game's going until it's over. In 2 seconds? Yeah, it's about normal. A fight in hockey? Who'd have thunk it? Oh, that's printing beautifully. Yeah, that's actually printing really good. How's it? The poop emoji's doing pretty good too. What time are we at? Oh shoot, I've blown past. Okay, I guess we are going till 11 tonight. The thing is, I wouldn't want to put anything on here permanently. Anything I put on here, I want it to be temporary. That's why I was hoping there'd be like a Velcro patch or something. Three fights in the first 10 seconds. Nice. It's 2-1. Okay, but who's winning right now? I mean, what I could do is just get a piece of Velcro and just put a piece of Velcro there and then just have everything stick on. Because usually most stuff is the, yeah. I just want to put like a little flag. Just a little flag. Just a little flag. Just a little flag. Make it work. I'll figure something out. Cut up the pad. You know, I can just get this made by itself. Or I just get a pin. I can just get a pin and pin it. So. Version of the patch. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where'd you post it in the Discord? Oh, the only. How's the print looking? They're looking good. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera. Or actually, I do, kind of, sort of. I could show you the one, because the one has a camera on it. Press connect. There you go. I mean, you're not going to see it move much, but there you go. The frame rate may be shit, but it is a very clean image. And again, for what I use a camera for on a printer, it's literally, am I making spaghetti? Nope. Okay, we're good. That's like all I use it for. I can put something on this. I can put pins on this maybe or something. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah, it's box turtle parts. It's the accent parts for the box turtle. Probably going to start the build hopefully Friday. I'm cold. It's so cold in the deep. What are they strict with their own flag? Well, it's funny. Like as somebody who follows tech, it's hilarious whenever somebody posts like, "We just started our new startup," and you see it. It's just a big empty warehouse with a 20-foot American flag every time. Every time. What's that stuck to my ceiling? Huh. Actually, I'd be afraid of ironing on something because I don't know what the thermal resistance of like this interior fabric is. Because I know like, oh, this is microfiber. This is microfiber. That's microfiber cloth in here. I'm assuming this is where you put your phone so it doesn't get all scratched up. What time is it? It is 10:51. No, I think the passport one is this one, because there's a pouch down here, and this is the only pouch that has like a silver lining in it. So there's this pouch down here that has like a silver lining. So I don't know if it's just like it's more moisture resistant because of like back sweat or something. This actually has a bunch of grills in here too to let air through. But I think this might be the RFID blocking one for your passport. Actually, yeah, this is actually, you know what, this is probably for glasses. This is probably for your glasses. Yeah, this is probably for your glasses because it doesn't collapse. It's actually pretty buffy in here. So you probably put your glasses in there. Yeah. I probably won't bring my sunglasses, but I did get new glasses a couple weeks ago, so. Did you even tell? Could you even tell I got new glasses? It's business. Yeah, that's the thing. I'd be worried about punching a hole through this because of water ingress. That'd be the only downside. So I know it's supposed to be water resistant, not quite waterproof, but still. Where is there's like an RFID pouch in here somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. Or a hidden one. Or maybe it's in the back one. Or an air, where's the air tag? Where's the hidden air tag at? Is it up top? This one's, there's a hidden air tag pouch somewhere. I don't know where. Let's look it up. LTT store commuter backpack. So I got it on sale for $120. Yeah, so this is the full backpack. It's a 35 liter, which is just huge. So where is the RFID one though? Yeah, so, okay, so that's the, yeah, that's RFID blocking. But where is the hidden compartment? Oh, that just repeats. Where is the hidden oh, there it is. Hidden AirTag pocket. So that is... Oh, I see it. It's here. Under the lip. So it's underneath the lip. So it's under here. Clever. Clever. Because I don't know how much I'm bringing. I probably will bring my Steam Deck. Maybe. I know I'm bringing my laptop. My laptop, I am bringing my framework. It has Linux on it, so I'm not too concerned. And I don't have anything on it, so I'm not too concerned about government throwing stuff on it, because I ain't got shit. And I'm going to just reformat it the moment I get back anyways. And it's got Linux on it anyways, so I'm not too concerned. I'm bringing a burner phone that won't have anything on it. So I'll bring the Steam Deck, I think. But that's about it. What I do need to get is a charger. I have like a little charger. I have a 65 watt PD charger, but I need to get an adapter for Chinese plugs, the two circular ones, or do they use the blades? Or do they use 2-prong? I gotta look up, I gotta get a charger. That's what I gotta get still. I also grab one of the SSD modules for the framework and not have an internal. I mean, I'm not too concerned. Like, I'll be honest, I don't have anything on it. Like, it's literally, it's got a fresh install of Ubuntu. It's got Steam, and like, it's got like Kden Live. Like, it's got nothing on it. So, and when I come back, I'll just reformat it anyways. So I'm not too concerned. I mean, what I could do is I could just steal a, I could do that. Yeah, I might do that. I might just steal an NVMe drive out of another computer that I don't use and just swap it. We'll see. We'll see. I might do a friggin' dock. What he has like one of those chargers that's like a rectangle, and it plugs into the wall with a cable, and he just has different cables for all the different countries. So I might do that instead. Figure it out. We'll figure it out. Cheers, Protolab, sorry. You might come back and find your disk drive controller has been hacked. I mean, I'm honestly not too concerned. I'm not too concerned about like the government putting some random Trojan on my computer. Like, I got nothing. I'll just come back home and I'll just format it before I connect it to my home network. Simple as that. Toss the charger when you come back home. There's a 4-time processing power in an Anchor. I know. Chinese outlets just look at Canadian ones, except they're 220. Okay. Because I have a Ugreen charger. I use Ugreen for my charger. I really think the whole, oh, anything you bring over there is going to get hacked by the government is overblown. I really do think that. I'll take some precautions, but I'm not going to be super, like, throw out all my electronics when I get home type precaution. Oh, I should have got this. Should have bought the tech sack. Oh God, the rain cover. So pro tip. You want to know what you do? Next time you're at a hotel, get a rain cap. You know the rain cap for your hair in the shower? Just get a rain cap and use that. Do I have a VPN? I don't have a VPN. I'm honestly not too concerned. I'll pre-plan a video while I'm gone. So I'll have a video come out. Obviously I guarantee you there won't be any live streams while I'm in China unless something happens. I really don't want to try making, like, I want to go there, just film stuff and not worry about doing live streams and stuff. I'm sure Big Tree Tech has connections for VPNs and shit like that if I need to. I'll put WhatsApp on my phone and so I can text the wife, and that's about it. Like, I'm honestly not like, I can go a week without YouTube. I can go a week without YouTube. I'll be fine. China does not accept with one larger plate. Okay, I should be fine. I think my... Do I have it in here? Oh, I do, yeah. Yeah, like, this is my charger. This is what I bring when I charge. It's a... Yeah, both are the same size. It's a Ugreen 65 watt charger. Like, this is it. That's all I bring. It's got USB-A and 2 USB-C PDs. So, this is my charger. So I got that. I've got... It's funny, I only have like this for a power brick. It's 10,000. I know, like, I should get a 20,000, but I like this one because it fits in the case with my camera. So this one fits in the case with the camera, so that's a 10,000 milliamp. And cables. That's pretty much it. What's in here? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really bring a lot of stuff when I travel. I travel light because I'm like, the less stuff I bring, the less stuff I have to carry around. And it's nice to not have to carry shit around everywhere. So put that in there, put that in there. My USB cables. While you're there, grab a 200 watt gallium nitride charger. They're crazy cheap. Okay. I can do that. And then, do I have headphones in here? Headphones. Behold, I'm ready to go now. Off we go to China. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. If you did not enter for your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament, you're kind of out of luck because we're going to do the draw right now. So, accepting responses, close that off. Get my responses, link to sheet, create new. There we go. Save. Is WhatsApp blocked in China? Then why do, if WhatsApp is blocked in China, then why do all the companies that from China that want to talk to me want me to use WhatsApp? Oh, they all use a VPN. Let's go with Frozen because it's cold out. 282. Play. Also, will my phone work over there? I have a business plan on my phone that allows me to roam, but will my phone work in China? Like, can I text from China? Can I text from China? Is that like a thing? I don't even know. I gotta figure all this out. Like, I'm not going alone. There's some other people going with me, so it's not like I'm gonna be completely lost, but. Okay, so how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER, but if I pick your ball and you win, you also get a free hat from the merch store. So congrats to this person right here. Ralph Struzer, if you win, you get a free hat. Good luck. Kind of radios? I don't know. I'm going to be using my wife's old phone, which is a Samsung S20 FE. Like, I'm going with people that have been there before, so I'll just ask them what they do. Oh no! G. Michael Bridge! G. Michael, it's yours to lose, buddy. It's yours to lose, G. Michael. You somehow skipped an entire row. So it's yours to lose, buddy. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes you go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. Burnt in Phoenix is burnt. Go, G. Michael. Come on, G. Michael. Oh. Where are you, G. Michael? Come on, G. Michael. They're catching up. It's yours to lose, buddy. Oh, it's yours to lose. Come on. Oh. Come on, G. Michael. It's yours to lose, buddy. Ah, you made it. eSIM is... None of my phones are eSIM. I've never used an eSIM in my life. I didn't even know that was a thing until people complained that the new iPhones are eSIM only. Like, I've never used an eSIM in my life. G. Michael Bridges, congratulations. Let me pull you up here. G. Michael Bridge. There you go. Okay, so you have won yourself a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. So everyone, golf claps in chat for G. Michael. Golf claps in chat. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it there. I will post pictures of all the prints when they're done. The poop emoji's got like 19% left on it, so I might post that up tonight. This one's only at 30%, so that's still going. So we're gonna call it there. So I want to give a huge shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel, and others, some of them, like Gamer Subs, use code Canuck, save 10% off your order today. Check that out. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm gonna try and get the video out tomorrow. I gotta film it and edit it still, because I had to retake some stuff for B-roll, for A-roll, which kind of, it sucks when you're doing a video with props that require you to eat the props in the video, which means you have to do it in one take. So I gotta print extras before I actually film. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Enjoy the snow if you're like me and you're getting a bunch of snow tonight. And yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday. Good night.